head of Brock Lesnar.
Boston, turn this audio off. Obafemi promo.
He comes back and he gets even and he disappears. And he does it in the most underhanded way possible. He cheats. He hits me from behind. He attacks when I'm not looking. And I get to listen to Paul Heyman talk about what I've unleashed in his big bad beast. But the only thing that
Okay, Oba.
the last 3 weeks is a big bad bitch.
Oh shit. Shit, Oba talking that shit. Oba talking that shit. Dominic Mysterio coming out. What the fuck? Here we go with the bullshit, bro. What the fuck is Dominic Mysterio doing out here, bro? Oh, that's right. Bro, I be forgetting that stupid shit. And I got the damn thing right here, too. So I forgot. Dominic is getting some of that old school heat, but it's not for a reason. They hate this nigga. They want me to care about this King of the Ring shit, but I just don't. I don't like the heat of this crowd. I don't like this crowd. This nigga no sold a JD McDonough chair. I'm done, nigga. Hold on, nigga. That was funny as fuck, nigga. That was funny as fuck. That was funny as fuck, nigga. They are going, nigga. You know what's getting ready to happen, Boston? They getting ready to Goldberg this nigga. I mean, he's already better than the Goldberg situation. Here's the part I'm okay with him no selling the chair. It was with who did it. If it was somebody like bigger than JD McDonough, I wouldn't have liked it. Like JD McDonough's like this big. So him no selling the chair shot from him and that shit like with the Judgment Day like that. I'm with that. No, well, yes. I'm more referring to the end of when I said they're gonna Goldberg him, I'm referring to the end. Where it was like they never knew what to do coming out of like the streak and shit. They had no idea. Nigga, Corey Graves, bro. This nigga suit is killing the game tonight. Corey Graves, the fine, got the finest suit on in the motherfucking arena tonight. He the flyest nigga walking. Tommy. Fire H. Paul Heyman catching the spear was, I ain't like it. Because it was a weak ass spear. I mean, that shit was weak as fuck. Bro, this crowd is on. This crowd is ruining the fucking show, bro. They sound like motherfuckers that just ain't seen WWE people in a long time. Like, this shit is incoherent. I really need this crowd to shut the fuck up, bro. Like, this crowd is they're being a bit much. They are not letting people enjoy the show. It's clear they want to be the show tonight or today, and I ain't feeling it. I'm not feeling this. The booking of this King of the Ring tournament is utter garbage. Let's keep that shit a stack. Seth and Roman again. Oh my god. I can't stand wrestling fans, bro. Y'all get on my nerves. Man, will y'all let Alexa Bliss let this fucking Wyatt sick shit go? This is so disrespectful for her to still be dressing like this. Like, make her take that shit off. You literally fired everybody in the fucking group. Oh, and I'm supposed to be excited about this fatal four-way. This is another disrespect, bro. This King of the Ring is some bullshit, bro. This is a waste of time. It's a waste of fucking. I don't even want to watch Night of Champions. I ain't gonna lie. Shit is a waste of fucking time. Let's put together this tournament where we're gonna have fatal four-ways in the first round. Yeah, that makes all the fucking sense in the world, you stupid son of a bitch. Like Boston, I swear. The one thing I'm happy about is cool. I don't have to sandwich this shit and go right to work after this shit. I'm so happy. I have to agree there is way better wrestling. I all the other wrestling I've watched I have enjoyed. That AEW pay-per-view I enjoyed. That TNA shit I watched I enjoyed. That AAA I thoroughly enjoyed. It's the quote unquote main brand it's totally lacking. And after this shit with TKO, it's about to get worse. They getting ready to fire more people. Bro, they fucked up really bad. They fucked up really bad, and I blame Triple H for this because Triple H got WWE in bed with these niggas. Him, him, and Vince. I blame him and Vince for this. Got in bed with fucking TKO for what? Y'all did all that shit for y'all still to not want to use Vince anyway. So that shit made it look that much more fucking stupid to me. Why would you go through all of that for Vince to not use Vince? I okay. So you right, unbiased, but they did so much to Vince that the fucking Janelle or the Janelle Grant shit, unless they, you not doing all that for Vince unless your stance is we are riding with Vince unless he's convicted. Chelsea Green's so fucking thick, nigga. They fucked her whole character arc and everything up. She ain't even got her damn hat on. Where's her hat at? They knew this shit though, KS. They knew. They know details about the Janelle Grant shit we still don't know. They knew all of that shit. So my point is, you don't set up a deal this big talking about we got to have TKO do this shit with Vince unless Vince is the only way we part ways with Vince is if he's guilty. That would only make sense. So we gonna ride with him through a settlement, anything? Because if y'all was just gonna fold over him doing this and he wasn't found guilty, then what the fuck was the point in the first place? Just doesn't make sense to me. I do too. But we should still see him now if they. I don't think y'all understand what this is about. I truly don't think y'all fully understand what this shit right here is about. All of this shit is for keeping Vince. They knew this shit. This shit where y'all be like, oh, the public found out. The public finding out is not the same as them knowing. I promise you they knew everything that Vince was doing. They know shit we don't know now. They should have never. They turned down more money. The reason the shareholders are mad is because we could have got more money out of the deal, but we lost a bunch of money because these niggas wanted Vince. No, doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense. And then now you not rolling with it. Then what the fuck was the point? You should have just parted ways then and took more money. And then on top of that, what is seeing Vince on TV? Okay, so Vince comes back, he running shit, or is TKO still in charge? Like Vince, the TKO shit, we was never seeing Vince like we knew, even if he was still on TV. We was never seeing that Vince again. This match is such a waste of talent. You could have really sold the Queen of the Ring shit if these were all singles matches. And I'm glad that's what you put in the motherfucking shit. The wrong needs to be in quotes because they don't be caring. They be doing shit too. Vince is the only one in WWE doing nasty shit to hoes. Stop. I think y'all forget how niggas was running through Sonny. I think a lot of y'all are forgetting that. Wow, y'all see security in the front row telling people to sit down? Since when do we do this? I wish I would pay all that money for a front row WWE ticket and anybody tell me to sit down. Thank you. Oh, the puppies! The puppies, nigga. Nigga, Chelsea fine in a motherfucker. Oh, shit, Bro, Chelsea's a great wrestler, bro. She ate that bump. She took that bump more than she had to. And then, of course, we in commercial in America. Rule number 5, what's happening? I'm just like... My main thing with the TKO thing, the risk versus the reward wasn't there. Just on some just wrestling shit. Let's take out all the shit with Janelle Grant. Just on some wrestling shit. Vince was done. I'm thinking people are forgetting Vince's last couple of years and how that shit was, where it's like, yeah, maybe we can have Vince pop up on TV as the chairman of the board type shit here and there, but Vince in charge, nah, we gotta be done with that because Vince is fucking up. Then Triple H get in and start fucking up, and everybody's like, Vince back. And I'm like, what? Vince was the reason I didn't trust Triple H from day one. Literally. My gripe with Triple H was day one, I was like, no, y'all said we moving past Vince. Why would we put his son-in-law in charge then? You think his son-in-law ain't gonna be taking motherfucking shit from Vince? And what the fuck did we find out? Vince was sitting here still programming the show, slipping the shit to Hunter. Did we not find that out? I literally predicted it. Day one, the day everybody was celebrating Paul Levesque in charge, I'm like, this is Vince Jr. in charge. And like true Vince nature, because Vince McMahon is one of the luckiest sons of bitches on earth. Vince McMahon should have been done years ago. He got away with everything, luckily. He got away with that steroid shit, like all types of shit. The shit like with wrestlers and making them wrestle and injuries. Bro, Vince been caught up in all types of shit, got lucky. So it doesn't surprise me that Paul Levesque gets in charge and now he's involved in major scandals and shit. Doesn't surprise me. He learned from Vince. He learned from Vince. Don't forget that. I don't think this shit is 100 times better than 2018-19. I feel like it's the exact same shit. Incoherent booking. And now I honestly think it's worse because of Vince ain't never put all these fucking ads all over the fucking place like this and then turn around and all of these fucking celebrities. We ain't never been overloaded with celebrities like this. And TKO let it be known we gonna keep doing it. And it's not because it helps us, because it helps their clients. Because Ari Emanuel be representing all of these fucking celebrities, so they're not bringing these celebrities here for us. They're bringing them celebrities here for them so we can buy their shit. So we can get Jelly Roll new album. So we can get Lil Yachty new album, whatever the fuck, or when they go on tour and shit. This shit ain't even about the business with them. It's literally about TKO using their clients, giving free promotion for their fucking clients. It's becoming a lot. And those things where it's like, even at rock bottom with Vince, I still think rock bottom Vince was better. John Cena was terribly over superpowered booked, right? Who's booking the John Cena was better? And John Cena's last few years under Vince was terrible. Bro, this glorified spot fest is not that entertaining to me. I just like looking at Chelsea Green. I'm sick of Alexa Bliss wearing this shitty weave. And I just don't think Becky Lynch is hot, even though I like Becky Lynch as a wrestler in 26. This is just a spot fest. And here's the part where I gotta blame y'all fans and shit too, because y'all keep paying these crazy ass fucking price. But this is part of how the overseas shit works. This is how they get to hide some of the shit, which is, I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of smart. Here's what they get to do with the overseas shit. They get to put the product in front of thirsty ass fans. These motherfuckers, bro, ain't no telling how many hours all these people travel to get to this one fucking Raw. This might be the only opportunity in 5-6 years for some of them to go. So you have this, and then it's like, well, the product's doing great because it's so, man, no. All of these people wanted to see their favorite wrestlers more than like the development of anything happening in wrestling. Man, Chelsea got a big ass bruise on her thigh. Like, why are we doing all of this on a fucking Raw? Why are we doing this on a Raw? And then one of these bitches will come out of this shit hurt and never, every time we deal with an injury, nobody ever goes, why are they wrestling such intense matches on a fucking Monday Night Raw? It's never somebody's really getting hurt after a pay-per-view. It's almost always a Raw or a fucking SmackDown. Some unnecessary shit. I definitely think there's a limit that people stop paying. But what I'm more referring to is how TKO gets to hide behind. I think these are manufactured numbers to me, where it's like you're selling out in a place and the crowd is really amped, and they'll tell me like I'm supposed to see that wrestling is really thriving right now from this crowd and this reaction. I'm like, this crowd is just like they've never seen these. They're happy to see these niggas. It's not what's going on. Because like this shit with Night of Champions, this crowd is excited for Night of Champions. The shit with Sable, the other bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's why I'm like this whole thing where TKO and everybody, man, them niggas know. They knew what time it was then, and that they had. And you want to know one reason why they was probably trying to protect Vince and keep him into some shit? You want to know why? I totally think so. Impaler DDT. No, she's not. Of course, Liv Morgan won. You don't put the champion in to lose a fucking fatal four-way in the first round of the Queen of the Ring. Like, that's why it's like, why have a fatal four-way? It was beyond predictable. Another fucking fruit roll-up win. They had a fruit roll-up in the damn fatal four-way, bro. But don't nobody give a fuck about this damn Night of Champions. But the reason that they was motherfucking defending Vince like they did, and why they was willing to motherfucking hide shit from shareholders, because I bet you Vince ain't the only one that got some shit just as bad. That's the only thing that makes sense to me is Vince is like, nigga, if I go down, I'm taking everybody with me. If you niggas want to throw me out on the island, throw me and John Laurinaitis, Johnny Ace. You want to throw me and Johnny Ace under the bus for shitting all over that bitch? I will tell everything on all of y'all. That's the only thing that, other than that, why would they have fucked this company so much? And y'all thought that these cuts were bad. There's going to be more. There's more niggas leaving the brand. There's about to be enough people leaving where somebody can really start a fresh promotion. There's going to be more. I promise you. There's going to be more cuts. These niggas settled one day before trial because that shit was going. You want to talk about belt to ass? I was damn near gonna live stream that trial. That was about to be belt to ass. It was supposed to start today, I believe. Today, right? Well, that's the new reality of shit, unbiased, that a lot of these people regionally are learning. Instead of trying to build these cold ass global brands, people are starting to build regional brands. State brands. People are more focused on local, state, and regional shit now, because it's not that nobody could ever not get as big as WWE. It's because they rig it so people can't. They totally rig it so people can't. Because WWE, man, y'all know how many politicians and shit they connected to and everything, and they get to a point where once they really feel some competition, like if AEW really starts pressing motherfucking WWE, watch you see fucking law changes that help WWE. I bet you. Ain't no telling. There's a lot of heads on the chopping block right now. And I'm talking about including some names. Don't think ain't gonna be no big names. Bro, they just fired the whole Wyatt Six. That's why this WrestleMania cut shit was worse than ever. They knew they were losing this case. And then when that Signal shit came out, they were like, well, we are completely caught. They got us, man. Come on out, y'all. They got us. The stockholders were just being crybabies. Yeah, yeah. We'll see, if that's what you want to call it. Because basically, for those that don't understand really what the stockholders are mad about, let's say y'all all are shareholders in LNC, and we, as the shareholders, decide, okay, now we are going to partner with a company, do a deal, do a merger, so we can get more money and make our stock worth more. Chad versus Penta, let's do this. All of this dumb shit, I'm with it. But now when I go and I'm like, all right, I'm about to go find us these investors. And then I find us an investor and y'all agree to it. Only to find out that I took like 50% less money so KS can be working here. It don't even matter if KS has done anything bad or wrong. As a shareholder, I'm like, why the fuck would we take a deal for 50, 30, 25% less money for KS? Why the fuck would we do this? And then we find out why. Suing the shit out of niggas. I'm okay with the apology tour shit, even though I definitely know exactly what you mean. The reason I'm okay with the apology tour shit is because they're trying to bring him fully out of that heel shit. Even though he was never really a heel as American El Grande Americano on WWE TV, that TV didn't even matter. Their appearances on the main brand were hurting their storyline. How crazy is that? Think about that. Two AAA niggas, their storyline was getting ruined just by appearing on the main brand, doing anything. Soon as they get on the main brand, it's complete and utterly cartoonish. No motherfucking real anything. Hiram, appreciate you. But I will agree. I will agree with you though, bro, that like they can't be letting this shit. We ain't doing this shit for like months. This ain't gonna be Chad's thing. It's just he's running around apologizing to the essays, man. We not doing this. I'm on ads, but I can pull. I forgot I was gonna pull it up on this other one too. Thank you for reminding me. Damn, I can't find the shit now. Oh, here we go. Bro, they moved my search shit. I was like, where the fuck is the. I couldn't find the search. They literally moved the search button for me. Now I can't fucking. It won't let me go to my channel. Well, yeah, I miss whatever the fuck it is. There's a whole Ethan Page interview, and I'm shitty. Why can't I get this motherfucker to work? Let me see if it works on the TV. I caught the end of it. I was able to catch the end of it. That was weird. I'm pissed off about it. Okay, I got it over here now too. What up, Oos? So Jacob Fatu is officially in the bloodline now. Man, I'm sick of this bloodline shit, bro. This shit's gay. This shit gay. Y'all literally broke up the fucking Street Profits so he can start a new tag team with Seth Rollins. Like, what the fuck is this writing?
Jacob, get this fools.
What's up, Tip? What are you trying to get out? Tip was rubbing against me like a damn dog. I'm like, what do you want? Jacob, you get the door, nigga. Like, literally, nigga. Hey, you get the... Hey, nigga, you on the door. Hey, yep, Jacob's on the door, bro. Damn it. This motherfucking booking is weird. They did all... Did I not predict Jacob Fatu to a T? I told you when he was destroying everybody, I said all they're doing is building him up so Roman can swallow this nigga. And it's Roman's the most powerful nigga of all time. We watched for like a month and a half Jacob Fatu be like the most unstoppable WWE superstar next to Obafemi. Bro, you know why? When you say the new Solo, I'm not sold that Solo Sikoa ain't gonna end up in the bloodline. They gonna feed, everybody's getting fed to Roman. We on a feed Roman tour. A nigga who does not need to be fed. Because the one thing about John Cena late in his career, John Cena took a lot of L's. He did take a lot of L's at the end. Damn, Bailey. When was it the NWO remerge? Shit, when was that? Was that like 97? What, the Wolfpack? Do y'all like Sol Ruka? What was that called? I think that she's botching just as much as she was botching in NXT. She's a golden girl. Like, her botches never count. Because they're obsessed with getting some skinny blonde girl on. That was why it was like, oh, we can't just let Maxine Dupree just be a pretty girl valet. We need her to be in ring. All like Sol Ruka, 1,000% better wrestler than Maxine Dupree. Don't get it twisted. But she is part of an archetype they really want to get over. Definitely doesn't make sense to me, her being IC champ. Definitely does. I don't like any active wrestler podcast. They need to stop that. The only way I would be okay with a player podcast or a wrestler podcast, it would have to be completely kayfabe. If Tom Green can do a whole talk show in kayfabe, if Stephen Colbert can do a whole talk show in kayfabe, so can wrestlers. There should be no wrestling podcast unless they're in kayfabe. I'm sorry, because it's ruining shit. Because it's still a level of kayfabe. There's not like they're not doing kayfabe, but they're not telling us the truth either. You think Cody Rhodes is being totally honest in them fucking podcasts? Yeah, right. So if you're not going to be totally honest, then you might as well just be kayfabe. If you grew up in the if you grew up in the kayfabe era, there's no way you like these podcasts. Like if you like the kids of the last 15 to 20 years, y'all don't really know what real kayfabe is. Wrestlers used to get into it with niggas in public because like part of their character, they the bad guy. So no, you can't come up asking for autographs or shit like that. I'm the bad guy. Like the youth and the people, the wrestling fans today don't know what that's like because the wrestlers are taught as soon as they get out of the ring, even when they the bad guy, when they go to these meet and greets and shit like that, You be the nicest nigga possible, regardless of your character. No. The dirt sheets have nothing to do with kayfabe. No, 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 no. Revealing storylines that has nothing to do with kayfabe. Kayfabe is your character. You don't. How can you blame the dirt sheets because a nigga decides to not stay in character? No, the dirt sheets have nothing to do. That's not kayfabe. That's not kayfabe. Learning the results is not. Results aren't kayfabe. Part of kayfabe. We can still. I grew up in an era where it's like the dirt sheets. The dirt sheets have always existed in wrestling as long as I can remember, and there was true kayfabe. What's part of kayfabe? Like, I, to prove my point, for example, the shit with Jade Cargill and fucking what's her name? Rhea Ripley. They let us know that shit was real. Perfect kayfabe, social media opportunity. Note what they do. They had them bitches basically get in the ring and apologize to each other in a promo the very next time that we saw them. Your arms are big. Your arms are big. What the fuck are you hoes up here doing? Kayfabe is not news. I don't think you know what kayfabe is. Kayfabe is not news, rumors. Kayfabe has nothing to do with any of that. Media has nothing to do with kayfabe. Media cannot ruin kayfabe. They ruin kayfabe. When Cody Rhodes goes on these shows and they get right after a fucking match and post on Instagram in their normal capacity as a person, that's ruining kayfabe. The art of kayfabe is there is no other side of you. You are this psychotic person we see on TV. Kind of like how, for example, what's old boy that just got fired with Zelina? Why is his name blank on me? Aleister Black. The fact that Aleister Black wore that contact in his eye to still sell this shit that happened to his eye in the match. We know his eye didn't really get fucked up, but part of his kayfabe is, yes, it did. My eye is fucked up. That's why I have this. That's kayfabe. Rumors don't have shit to do with kayfabe. Results have nothing to do with kayfabe. Because that makes no sense to me that a wrestler goes, well, since they already know the results of this match, I don't need to stay in character. That doesn't make sense. Why the fuck am I watching this match this long? I just think Lyra is just like a really hot average chick. She's so average to me. But she got a nice body. We don't get Hulk Hogan choking a nigga out if it wasn't for kayfabe. Hulk Hogan choked him out like he was a good guy. Hulk Hogan did the shit all nice and choked that nigga out. Kayfabe. Exactly. I have come around to Lyra a little bit, Mike. It's her. Her face is just like. It's not like she's ugly. She's just like a plain chick to me. No disrespect to Lyra. She ain't ugly. Well, we gotta agree on definitions, though. Like, I hear what you're saying, but like what you're saying doesn't like that's not the definition of kayfabe. There's no way the media can affect kayfabe. That is in each and every wrestler. That's like saying the media has something to do with a nigga gaining weight as a wrestler. No, they didn't. They had something to do with you not being in shape. The dirt sheets ruined you not staying in character. That doesn't. No, that's not what kayfabe. Let's look up the definition, the actual definition of kayfabe. The professional wrestling term for portraying staged events, scripted rivalries, and predetermined match outcomes as genuine real-life occurrences. The dirt sheets don't ruin that. Because they have to still perform regardless of what the dirt sheet says. The dirt sheet, even if the dirt sheet don't tell you the results, that does not guarantee that the wrestlers will follow kayfabe. Especially when they can get on after the match anyway and get on their fucking Instagram and take pictures with each other. That's why what Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, Triple H, and who was the fourth one? I forgot who the fourth one is that quick. That's why when they did that, the curtain call, that's why that was such a big deal. Because they broke kayfabe. If wrestlers do what they did now, it would be a nothing burger because nobody believes in kayfabe. Scott Hall, thank you. You said the dirt sheets. The dirt sheets have not. They are not sitting around reporting on people's lives like that unless a nigga get locked up. No, they're doing it. No. They're doing it. There's like one, Chris Van Vliet. That's it. Like, no, they're doing it. They are sitting down with each other, talking to each other, spilling all the shit of the business. No, that's not the dirt sheets. The dirt sheets are telling, spoilers. That's what the dirt sheets are doing. The dirt sheets aren't doing those. The wrestlers are doing that on their own. They're the ones running the Chris Van Vliet or doing the podcast and shit themselves. Nah, I can put a lot of shit on Sean Ross Sapp and the rest of them niggas and the Dave Meltzers and all this shit. That personal life and knowing who these niggas really are is their fault. They're the ones on social media. They're the ones going on these podcasts, not Dave Meltzer. I can blame Dave for a lot of shit. I'm not going to put that on him. I think they having trouble hearing each other. Have y'all noticed that? I've seen twice where it seems like they got to kind of communicate extra loud to each other. Which I don't blame the crowd for that. Cody Rhodes podcast that's promoted by WWE. Stephanie McMahon's podcast that's promoted by WWE. Both of them for sure. And what's crazy is it's just like they try to like blur a line and shit. WWE Real is the biggest culprit of it all. We do not need a show from Gorilla. We don't need that. I guess the great, first of all, to have that show about Gorilla is disrespectful to Gorilla Monsoon, and I stand on it. I stand on it. Raging, what's happening? They too turned for me though, MC. what I'm saying, Aaron. See, that's what I'm saying, Aaron. And that's on the wrestler. That has nothing to do with any publication that anybody writes. Because there's still niggas that do it now. Unreal is not kayfabe. Showing gorilla is not kayfabe. The art of showing gorilla is literally the opposite of kayfabe. Well, there you go, Alan. Nah, see, what the whole thing about Gorilla is the place where kayfabe does not exist. So to do a show in the room where they literally pause kayfabe, that can't be kayfabe. It's about the room where kayfabe is paused. You understand that's what Gorilla's about. That's why like it's a big deal when they walk through their shit, because that's when it's that room, that whole space is about, we're not wrestlers right now. We're colleagues. That's what that whole room is. That whole room is the real regular people. Like, so when The Rock is standing back there waiting for his music, nigga, they're talking to Dwayne, going over certain shit, what his certain marks and all this stuff like that. That room cannot be kayfabe. It's literally not kayfabe. We have to agree on that. That part we have to agree on. The gorilla room is literally not kayfabe. I get how you trying to mean it. I promise I do. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to like calm down. But nah, that room is literally not kayfabe. That's why that's the thing of it. That's why forever you would see people walk from the locker room and then they'll get to a certain point and the camera don't go in there and meet them on the other side of that room. Why? Because motherfuckers is in there being themselves. Hold on, man. Jay need to get that shit in the back of his head under control. What the fuck is that runaway mullet he got going on? You absolutely right, number 5. Well, LA Job in the arena. LA Job. Yeah. So we back talking backstage. I think I am. Oh no, I turned it on the other shit. So hold on. I forgot this is like 2 minutes behind. So let me see if it actually goes commercial. Hey man. Hey, side note. All right, so Ricky Saints. Hold on, nigga. We got Ricky Saints promo. They have disrespected Ricky Saints. I have not liked his debut. I'd rather him go back. If you in America, you getting ads. Everywhere else, you're getting Ricky Saints. This is what I be talking about with the great disrespect. WWE wrestling does not respect Americans no more. It is so not about us. KS, you actually did some type of fucking command that made your shit come up blank. I don't know what country I'm watching on. I'm on Apollo. I got it up on Apollo and on regular Netflix.
A star, a bona fide star, and tonight will be the beginning when I prove exactly that. I find it very poetic that this is the place where we've had many famous monarchs, Napoleon, King Louis, King Henry, and guess what? After tonight, it's going to be King Ricky. So
King
Tala,
Ricky!
Devon, and Seth, just know this. I'm winning tonight. I'm going on a night of champions to become King of the Ring.
And it turns into a command.
Absolute Ricky Saints is marching to SummerSlam and becoming a new world champion. And that is absolute.
Talk your shit, Ricky. I'm on Apollo and just on the Netflix channel on Apollo. And it don't have the ads. Choose. If it wasn't for Boston, we wouldn't be here. So y'all got to shout out Boston because Boston told me right before I signed off last night, hey, Raw early tomorrow. Oh, right on, bro. We are back in America. And here comes LA Job. Because LA Knight, bro, the disrespect to LA Knight, man. I'm like, that nigga missed one elbow and they buried that nigga. Well, they just used that as an excuse. They was already burying that nigga. Cause they favorites, they get the botch all the time. And bro, the botch meter don't even matter for motherfucking Sol Ruka and others. Hey, Knight, yeah. Massive pop for LA Knight. But LA, I'm gonna take some back because this crowd is just Nigga, hey, LA Knight in rare form, nigga. Yeah. LA Knight tired of this bullshit around here, nigga. Hey, man, shout out to LA Knight, bro. That nigga fucked his mic throw up. That nigga threw it back at the nigga. Don't play me like this, nigga. Oh, yeah, LA Knight juiced. He mad. Like, you can tell LA Knight's, like, real mad. This is not kayfabe, man. He real mad. That's alleged. Yeah. Yeah. L.A. Knight. Yeah. What if LA Knight pulls this off? We have to put him in. I got LA Knight in the top 3. Are they really going to... Like, they've already been doing the storyline type shit. Talk that shit, LA. He did say all 4. And we was talking about next round too. Look, man, shut up. Why don't y'all leave this nigga alone and let him fucking rock? Get off his fucking back. Go ahead, LA. Nigga, get a cameraman a BFT, nigga. I'm sick of this shit. He got a chance. Because they just going to feed him to Roman. They going to make this white man acknowledge him. If you think for 1 second they won't let LA Knight win King of the Ring only for him to have to join the bloodline. He going to be the new Sami Zayn of the bloodline. I'm telling you, they feeding everything to Roman. They getting ready to feed King of the Ring. They gonna let this nigga win King of the Ring, and this white man gonna have to acknowledge Roman on the episode of Raw. Just get ready for it. The OTC, I got the Samoan Werewolf, LA Knight, and the Usos. They all acknowledge me. I got Oba losing at some point in the King of the Ring from Brock Lesnar fucking it up. You know, bro, and I already saw how they did Sami Zayn. If you think they want Sami Zayn, LA Knight for Roman Reigns, don't for 1 second think that I think that LA Knight is going to win so he can get a push and get the title. Yeah, the fuck right. LA Knight, the trick of LA Knight is you always push him just enough to crush him. Keep him pushed up enough in the main card to crush him. What's that? I need an Unchosen shirt. Yeah. pussy. Yeah. Here this bitch come. You don't talk like that, man. We're gonna put you in the fucking bloodline, brother. This crowd, like, you can't trust any pop. They over popping for everybody, nigga. Nigga, they yeeting the fuck out of this shit, nigga. He do not give a fuck. Jay want to yeet so bad, nigga. Jay want to yeet so bad, bro. Oh, no. Nigga, Jay want to yeet so fucking bad, nigga. If you didn't get to see Jay Uso walk to the ring, make sure you watch that shit today. That nigga wanted to yeet so fucking bad, bro. Jay want to yeet so bad, nigga. Hey, shout out to Jay, bro. I feel sorry for Jay Uso. Oh, there it is. He's yeeting, nigga. He couldn't help it, nigga. He couldn't help it, nigga. That's my favorite yeet. This was my favorite yeet ever, nigga. This is my favorite yeet ever, nigga. They made him do it. The whole fucking arena's yeeting except Jay, bro. He didn't have a choice, bro. He broke kayfabe. That's an acceptable one. That's like a baby break. Main event, Jey Uso on one tonight, nigga. He juiced up, nigga. Jay tried hard not to yeet, nigga. Them niggas was hitting the blunt all. They would just kept passing the blunt in front of that nigga face. He was like, man, I just stopped smoking yesterday, nigga. Oh, yeah, 5 letters, 1 word. Drunk. Nigga, are they about to run it back? Nah, nigga, we not running it back, bro. Paris done made this nigga run it back, nigga. Paris made this nigga run it. Hey, Paris done. I told y'all the first scene. Paris hijacked. Nigga, Paris. Hey, nigga, LA Knight, like, man, fuck that yeet shit, nigga. Hey, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you. I ain't never hated the yeet. I've stood firm with I felt the yeet was necessary. I felt the yeet is great. The shit y'all don't like about Jey Uso ain't even his fault, in my opinion. Jey Uso's really that nigga. Nigga, Jay out here, bro. Bro, Jay out here panting and shit, nigga. Him and LA Knight got the best segment of this other motherfucking night, nigga. Running it back, this is where I agree with Allen. Running it back has to be selective. We don't run it back every week. Selective. Like this run it back, that run it back was warranted. Fuck your yeet, nigga. Yeah, the mid-match yeets, that's on Jay. That's on Jay. 1,000%. That is on Jay. That's on Jay. And you know when he did that shit, I gave him the business for that. I did not co-sign that. Clee, what's happening? I'm still mad at this Paris crowd. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, nigga, what's happening there? Hey, fuck you. Hey. L.A. Night. Yeah. Hey, man, fuck your family, nigga. Fuck your family and the bloodline, you hoe ass nigga. Chad Gable apology tour. But I am happy he getting some real TV time. Man, Chad is in some amazing shape, my nigga. So who is gonna be the motherfucker to not accept Chad's apology? Because that has to be what this is going to, right? So he's gonna go up to somebody and apologize, and they gonna say no. Who is gonna be? What is Ray talking about? Ray's referring to something specific. Here comes Penta. But Paris did exactly what I told y'all. Paris, they want to be the show more than they want the show to happen. Yes, that was funny, but they hijacked that segment. This is supposed to have been a serious segment between fucking LA Knight and shout out to Jey Uso. It wasn't nothing he could do. They wouldn't stop. He had to stop the crowd from yeeting. He tried everything he could. And then and you see the camera shot and it's like, what the fuck? They zoomed out literally the entire building. They were showing us camera angles they don't even normally show us to show that everybody in the arena was yeeting. So, like, that type of shit, it's cool, it's fun, but don't hijack the show. Don't. And they've been doing it since the very beginning. They did the old school heat for Dominic, where I love the old school heat for Dominic, but you just did it to do it. You're not mad at him really for anything. Bro, that's my favorite part about Penta is all the pyro. I'm a huge pyro fan. Hey, you know something I'm probably gonna talk about on the main show that like really be fucking me up. So I spend the days with Junior, right? Like, especially like when Chrissy gotta go to the office, which is a few. Now she gotta go back to the office every day, so it'd be me and Junior during the days, right? And so I make sure to try to make him watch Sesame Street every day. For mainly the letter and the number, and this, so he can see actual people instead of just cartoons all the time. Let him see actual humans and shit. The shit that be fucking me up is like, it's always like almost always like some celebrity that just pops through. And when I say celebrity, it could be anybody. It could be like a fucking astronaut, like a famous astronaut, shit like that, right? the shit that be fucking me up is like when you look up, like one day we was watching, I looked up, and nigga, they sitting on Sesame Street with fucking Tony Soprano. Like no bullshit, nigga. Like no bullshit. You'll look up and see. But I was like, damn, nigga, Tony Soprano. Like, and he really on Sesame Street, nigga. Today I looked up. I'm gonna show you the text message I sent Christy. Cause that's all I saw when I saw this nigga. I took a picture of this shit and sent it to Christy, nigga. Hold on, nigga. Cause this shit, bro, it be fucking me up. Damn, why ain't it just sending? What the fuck is wrong with my phone? All right, there we go. This is the text message I sent Christian. Cause that's all I this is all I saw. And it's happened so many times, you just be seeing the weirdest motherfuckers on Sesame Street. Nigga, Liam Neeson was on there, and all I could see was motherfucking Taken, nigga, because with his voice, all I could see is that nigga just sitting on Sesame Street talking about, I will find you, and I will kill you. Like, these niggas be popping up on Sesame Street, nigga. This shit be fucking me up, nigga. Shit be fucking me up. Come on, Greg, you can get out here. Here come Rey Mysterio. So what are we doing with Penta? When is Penta gonna get in a story? And this is the part that makes me mad with the booking of Mexican wrestlers. I mean, this pop for Rey Mysterio's, this crowd, like, is too much, bro. Motherfucking, they always do this with Mexican wrestlers. They don't like putting them in stories for some reason. Like WCW used to do that shit, and WWE when they rarely had these niggas. It's like, these niggas is just like a side act. It's like lucha wrestling has stories and shit. Well, part of the reason it's hard to be big on Ray is there's never a fucking story with him. It's just that he's been a fucking fun wrestler to watch for 20 years, 30 years. Like, even when he got the belt that time, it was just like he was just so popular they put the belt on him. It's like it's never really no story. Like, Dominic got more fucking story career-wise than Rey Mysterio. That's crazy. Cause I used to be like, man, and then I started thinking about it. That's why I don't like Ray. There ain't no fucking real story. And they're doing the same thing to Penta. I've seen them do this to lots of fucking Mexican wrestlers. These niggas, it's the same thing they do with Kofi, where it's like you get to the end of you wrestle for 20 years, you're a really, 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 really good fucking in-ring wrestler. You decent on the mic, you can carry a conversation and whatnot. You can play different characters and roles, but we just don't really put you in a story. You saw it when they finally let Kofi get a real story. He became a legend with the New Day. Cause the Jamaican Kofi shit, that was the story. He's just some Jamaican nigga. Exactly. It's like, give them what is this story? Like, what is Rey Mysterio's story? I miss Eddie Guerrero. That's basically what his story's been. I mean, his his story is he's the defect black sheep child type of character. Cause Penta can handle it. Like, it ain't like that. Penta don't know English. Like, I understand it. Like certain people where it's like, well, they can't really talk and they ain't got no valet. So, like Stephanie Vaquer, like y'all had her hold the belt. She can't really carry a conversation to save her fucking life. So we get that there's not a lot of story there. Maybe we should get her a valet. Penta don't have these problems. Penta, cause he speaks perfectly fine. But that's the thing that's pissing me off with Penta. It's like, I have no problem with Penta holding the belt. So I don't want it to seem like I love Penta, bro. For the record, Penta's my guy. I'm happy he has the belt. But it's like, y'all just turning him into a sideshow. It's like none of his matches matter. You know he's not losing to fucking Rey Mysterio. Damn, the match just started on this one. Let's see if I can get further in the game on this one. Let's see if I can get a little further in the game. Okay, I'm a tad further. They put Rusev in that stupid. I knew Rusev was going back to catering when they put him in that fucking, what was it, Elimination Chamber or whatever the fuck match it was, where Javon Evans fucked up the OG Cutter and he had to save that nigga. I don't know why we ain't. Ethan Page and Rusev should be on fucking TV every week. So what did he do after that? He did something else after that, but not much. I felt like they should have pushed his feud with Oba Femi longer. They could have pushed that longer without him ever having to beat Oba. But whatever. The match is still coming on. I'm watching the match on whatever this is. Ray's bleeding out of his mouth. But that was the thing. That was the one thing I was hoping for, Alan. I didn't want them to become a tag team. What I wanted them to just have, they could have had the same kind of relationship that Ethan Page and Ricky Saints had on NXT, kind of. You know how they was kind of like each other's valets and team up in certain scenarios, but they weren't a team like that. Like, I think that would have been perfect for Ethan to play, like, mainly the valet role. I haven't got to watch AAA yet. Why is Oba not going for the IC title? I get he's over and can be the world in the world title scene, but what happened to the tears where you actually? This is part of my issue right there. Unbiased. No long-term story writing. So it looks like an actual grind. You go through the IC ranks. No matter how good you are, you went through that shit before you go wrestle with the big boys. That's where I can get where Dominic Mysterio's coming from. Where he's like, nigga, how long you been here, rookie? They are, yeah. You were absolutely right about that. Fans are so obsessed with it. I do not be like. That's why, you know, I love Ricky Saints. I love Ethan Page. I love Joe Hendry. These niggas should not be champion within this next year or two. That's why when Randy Orton became that champ like he did, that was such a big deal because those type of triggers are pulled extremely rare. And it don't be like that. It don't be like that now. It's like you said, it's an obsession where it's like, I'm okay with Oba running through Brock Lesnar, but did we not forget the build? The build of Brock Lesnar over the last 2 decades is the reason I don't like him. I just feel like Oba got to eat a few more motherfuckers before he just run over fucking Brock. But I also, I take a little bit away from that because I get that Brock Lesnar's trying to retire. So I get it from that standpoint, but I still think they could have fed a few more weeks or something. They could have did something. But, you know, but at least Brock Lesnar don't have the belt. So at least I can still look at it. This is growing for Oba, because even if he beats Brock again, and he ain't getting ready to be champ from it. I don't think that. Nah, Gunther was over, especially with his clique, but Gunther wasn't over by himself. What happened was when Gunther got by himself, it exposed. Like the whole ring general shit and the way they did, all that shit made sense when he had an army with him. For him, he the general, and he literally has no army now, and we just supposed to forget. I don't think Gunther was ever like Gunther was mad over his IC title as IC champ, but he wasn't like Oba over. Because Oba's a certain type of over. Oba is Goldberg over. He's Goldberg over. Where it's like, we got to be careful of how we book Oba coming out of this whenever that is. Because Oba can't just have 45 years of just squashing everybody. That's just not, it's not going to work. But the thing that scares me is the last 3 times they had a chance at something as big as Oba, they fucked it up. Ryback was, do y'all not forget that Ryback was over like Oba Femi, or y'all forgot? Feed Me More wasn't over like Oba Femi. Braun Strowman wasn't over like Oba Femi. And they fucked both of those up. Skip Sheffield, nigga. So while I want to be all hyped up that they gonna do right by Oba, Ryback was in this position that Oba's in. Like, yeah, he didn't have a fucking Brock Lesnar win. This is what's separating him from Ryback and Braun Strowman. They let him get a big win. Ryback and Braun Strowman was tearing shit up, but they would not let them beat anybody who fucking mattered. But that is the downside of NXT. And the way that I personally combat that downside of NXT for me personally is I just give them a complete clean slate. Whatever they were doing in NXT, I just chalk it to the game. I treat it completely like minor league. Because if I don't, then that's exactly the conundrum I'm gonna put myself in. Is, nigga, how am I taking this seriously? You beating the shit out of everybody in the roster when you were losing to X, Y, and Z in NXT. So I just totally clipped myself away from that. I totally clipped myself. 2 commercial breaks in this fucking match is crazy. And that's why KS, and that's why I personally take it on myself as a wrestling fan to go, you know what? I will just erase that shit, because it's hard for me to tell them to take NXT off TV, because they need to learn how to be on TV for real. They need to be able to watch tape back and see how, it was and all this shit. And, and I think that's absurd for me to expect them to write storylines from literally the minor leagues that stay consistent with, I just treat NXT like a different promotion. I guess that's the best way for me to put it. Did y'all screen just go dark? Oh, that's because it came back. But I just treat NXT like a different promotion. So that way it's like, well, yeah, this nigga was losing to so-and-so in AEW, but that we're not in AEW no more. That's the best way I try to look at it, because they need all of that. I do think wrestling. Do y'all think that wrestling is better overall with NXT? Has been better overall with NXT being in existence? I personally don't think it's even close. What the fuck, Rey Mysterio? Why would you do that? Okay, let me be more specific. Do you think NXT has helped wrestling as a whole with the development of superstars? I don't think it's close. I I think it helps. I think it's been a massive help. But here's the problem I think I have with NXT from a developmental level. It's not as tough as the motherfucking G League. It's not as tough as the G League. And here's what I mean. You'll let somebody win a show. Didn't they let that chick win the motherfucking LFG or whatever to only turn around and cut her because they felt like she wasn't good enough? There's no way the bitch should ever win the show. That type of shit doesn't happen in the G League. You don't have a situation where a nigga's just dominating in the G League and then just lays total egg in the NBA, because that's the whole purpose of the G League, is to see if you ready for the NBA. But I think there's lots of times where niggas ain't really performing in NXT and they pushing them anyway. As a DJ KS, I definitely can't see that. That's like me showing you how to DJ, and then that means that you can't come up with your own playlist. Like, you only gonna use the records that I taught you with. You're not gonna go explore other records, because obviously we're not gonna go through all of this shit together. And here come Rusev and motherfucking Ethan Page. Come on, Ethan, kick his ass. Yeah. Dragon Lee with the save. He's the only person to not get a pop in Paris. Dragon Lee's literally the only wrestler to come out tonight with no pop, nigga. Well, how do you discourage that though, KS? So I'll give you a perfect example of that. I would literally get told when I was working at the radio station that I couldn't play certain records. For whatever reason, whatever beef's going on, I couldn't play certain records, right? When I got somewhere that wasn't on the radio, it was easy to just slip into a different programming mode. That's the way I look at it, where it's like, I look at it like Office Space. You know how the dude was having the talk with old girl about the flare? Rusev took the mask off, nigga. Yes. Chad Gable. Hey, man, Gable out here on one, nigga. But yeah, it's like on Office Space where the niggas telling the girl like, yeah, the minimum is 7 pieces of flare, but you can wear as many pieces as you want. Just because you can't use none of your moves on WWE TV at any given point does not mean you shouldn't be learning a bag. Oh, Chad's is way better. Man, we ain't had nobody mask get ripped off on. Rey Mysterio getting his mask ripped off on TV is a big deal, bro. That was a big deal. This Raw was would be way better if it wasn't for fucking this crowd. This crowd has fucked this Raw up. Man, put Rusev back. Rusev has had one of the most wasted careers of all these niggas, bro. Rusev is really that nigga. Big sexy. Nigga Raquel could get it, bro. Except she ain't pinning me like that. I'm pinning her big ass like that, nigga. I will fold her big ass legs over like an omelet, nigga. Nigga, Raquel up here looking scrumptious, nigga. I told y'all, Raquel out of her ring gear, the bitch is, she's a bad bitch. You should have cleaned them sunglasses before you put them on though. Yeah. bro. Rey Mysterio's the Hall of Famer. I don't give a fuck about Dragon Lee mask coming off. I can't believe we getting ready to watch a fucking fatal four-way. This is ruining it. Bailey was on TV earlier. I ain't gonna lie. The best part about this shit is the fact that, nigga, I ain't got a motherfucker. I ain't got to come back. I'm gonna be chilling until time to go to work. I got a couple of things I'm thinking about doing. It almost seems better to go to AEW than WWE. They get, I don't know, bro. It depends what you call getting treated better. It just depends. Well, what I'm like, it just depends. Hey, nigga, I'm going to see this new Jackass. That's just what it is, nigga. Hold on, Bam is actually gonna be in it? Yep, going to see that shit. Do you think every superstar has to go to NXT first? I'm not gonna say. I don't think. I don't think so. I don't think everybody has to be forced into that. Nigga, they ain't try to do shit with Royce. Their grand idea was we're gonna let you do Stephanie McMahon podcast and we're gonna cut that shit up over and over and over and over and over. And then we're never gonna book you in anything and blame you for not getting over. I don't even look at Royce Keys as an Oba Jr. I look at Royce Keys as like, what the fuck do you do, nigga? So this is main event time, right? EO, Genius of the Sky. What? I know what you mean, Alan, but it's more like you can't have MJF without The Miz. That's the better way to put it. MJF is an upgraded Miz. But I will leave the door open that Miz, if he'd have got that same push, who knows? But I definitely think you can't have MJF without The Miz versus, like, Miz wish he had a prime like MJF. He never got that push. Oh, here go my girl, sexy ass Roxanne. Y'all want me to think that Liv Morgan look better than Roxanne Perez? Y'all niggas are insane. Raquel getting ready to flip. I would say that's what's gonna happen, but they do this with the Judgment Day. They always flirting like they gonna break up. When they should break up, they don't do shit. Now, when you put it in those terms, I definitely think that MJF doesn't have as much depth as The Miz. I don't think that MJF could ever be a true face. Miz can. J-Rock. The only thing I'm looking forward to in this match is Ricky Saints. Well, they just singing Seth Rollins' song. So who's going on in this fatal four-way? We over here. Yeah, it's going to have to be Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins wins. I think the Vision interferes in the semifinal or even the final. That's just my guess. Because if the Vision does show up, it's just going to be, it's going to backfire. I don't know. This is just some type of fatal four-way that's supposed to be the first round of the fucking King of the Ring. Just the dumbest idea ever. Yep. You know how we can get great character development? Because that's what you could use King of the Ring for, is for character development. But nope, let's do a four-way for the first round. So that way, no character development. We just get on with this shit. I think that the shit should be motherfucking. It should have just been qualifier matches and then a 2-night. Of all the pay-per-views that should be 2-night, you could have a 2-night King of the Ring. 2-night King of the Ring make more sense to me than a 2-night SummerSlam. That shit makes no sense to me. They could have King of the Ring in one night, but like with the way that this bracket is, that's why I said it could be 2, just based off the way this bracket is, where it's like you got this whole bracket right here. That's 1, so that's 16 wrestlers. That's 8 matches in the first round, and that's 8 matches in the first round of women's. So if you're doing the Queen and the King of the Ring, yeah, you can do both nights. Like the first night is just all round 1 matches. You got 8 men matches, 8 women matches for night 1, 16 matches. Yeah. And then now we come back. And then you got the 2 semifinals and 1 main card. So that's 3 matches. And then you got 3 more for the women. So that's 6. And then, of course, you can have a couple filler feuds for night 2 as well. Like maybe Roman Reigns ain't got to defend, but you have Penta defend. But you already put him in the tournament. Shout out to my nigga Ricky Saints. Fire Age. Yeah, we gotta keep bumping that in the chat. You are absolutely right. Your boy is bouncy. I ain't gonna lie, Crown is sick though. They talking about he on the cusp of superstardom. Nigga, this the same shit y'all said about Kofi Kingston. I told y'all he was the new Kofi Kingston. So Kofi Kingston getting fired now they got him, does not surprise me. Even though that Kofi Kingston, Javon Evans storyline could have been lit. They flirted it for 1 fucking week and then fired the nigga. Like, this match makes no fucking sense. Seth Rollins, Javon Evans, Ricky Saints, and Tala Tonga in a 4-way match of the first round. This is just retarded booking. Retarded. Right now, Tommy. Thank you, unbiased. There should be no fucking champions. The IC champion, the US champion, the world heavyweight champion, nobody. Yeah, y'all can end this motherfucker any day now. I'm already like, is this match over? Wait, y'all still going? Nigga, Conscious is destroying this nigga today. This shit been funny. That nigga went live. Hey man, you wanna know shit, bro? Look, y'all know we done, right? But you wanna know something that nigga said that made me laugh? This nigga was talking about his weight loss journey. I was done. I was like, man, you win, bro. You losing weight now. All right, bro, you got it. Nigga, Ricky Saints is out here cracking me up. Ricky Saints was early on his spot. Ricky Saints missed his spot. Shout out to Seth Rollins for saving Ricky Saints. When he was talking about his weight loss journey today, nigga, that was it for me. You could have knocked me over with a feather. Oh shit, that's a big chop. Ricky Saints with this sitting here trying to start this motherfucker. I can't wait to. Hey, Ricky is. That's why. This is why I fuck with Ricky. This Ricky Saints right here is who I fuck with, bro. Oh shit, nigga. Hey man, shout out to Ricky Saints, bro. Nigga, Ricky Saints been just get treated like they been tossing this nigga around like trash the whole match. Yeah, I had to bring that. I'm telling you, that's how I felt. Choose. I had to bring that old school shit back. Like nigga, you could have knocked me over with a feather, nigga. We just went to commercial in America. This nigga said, this nigga I said what? He was like, I'm down to 157 pounds. I said, you mean like how I said 257, Jed? Like, all right, bro, that nigga, I'm confused. So I ain't gonna lie, I am gonna troll the nigga with the transition fund. He was mad as fuck. That, you know what he said? That nigga said, how the fuck this nigga gonna raise money so he can go rest on my birthday? That's what I said. He said he was down to 157. I was like, okay. I don't even think he that big. I've seen Jed in person. I don't think Jed's no 157 pounds. I think Jed like hovering around like 125, 130. That's why I be feeling like Amir let Jed do that to him so he can get a check. I truly believe that because I've seen Jed in person, and y'all saw how Jed acted when he saw me. Jed ain't about that action. That's why he can't walk around like, cause that's the other thing about like Chicago. It ain't just that he got to worry about somebody pulling a burner out on him. Nah, some niggas like, I know people think that that's just how it be in Chicago. Everybody just shoot over everything. No, niggas still shoot fades up there, bro. And niggas will pop out and beat Jed ass. Yeah, wet. That like when that nigga said he was down to 157, I said, nigga, you ain't never been that big in your life. Like, niggas still shoot this. So that's why that shit like with Melissa, where he's sitting there acting like he want to shoot the fade with Melissa. Like the only thing that's keeping him from Melissa from shooting the fade is social norms, as if that Jay gives a fuck about that. Like, nigga, she was gonna whoop his ass. That nigga's really tiny, bro. He dainty. He's what I would describe as dainty. Ricky and Rollins have teamed up for a second week, but you already know how long that's gonna last. Yeah. Oh shit! See, why are they taking spots like this on Raw? You know that is what I always go back to. Damn. Seth Rollins has really been champion 6 times. Rollins appears to be bleeding up under his arm. Or is that just a deep welt? Shout out to Javon Evans for taking that pin and making sure he slid to the side so it didn't look like he was on some straight up zesty shit. Because a lot of y'all niggas been letting some of these zesty pins slide. I don't know, but he's about to be sad because, like, I don't have no, bro, he did the Lord's work this last week. He don't even know it. Like, obviously, like, mandatory shit, but, like, mandatory shit, like, you know, like, lawsuit updates and shit like that. But even those aren't gonna encompass like why listening to shit that nigga gotta say. Damn, Ricky. Steal it, Ricky. Ah! Man, Ricky Saints is so damn sneaky athletic, bro. Ricky Saints is very sneaky athletic. See, this would have been a great singles match. Opening round match. Javon Evans versus Ricky Saints. Just this four-way shit. I just don't understand why we rushing through it. Oh shit, Javon botched, nigga. The nigga, I think Javon Evans is the first person I ever seen botch because they jumped too high. Yeah, I like how Talatonga broke that shit up. Like, hey, get your bitch ass up. You got me fucked up. Nigga, Javon Evans the first nigga I ever seen botch from jumping too high. He jumped too high and missed the top rope. He jumped up to land on the top rope and just jumped over that bitch. And then he landed on the ground and got back up that fucking stairs so fast in a way where it was like, it made sense for the nigga to still be stunned. Like, he just showed his bouncy right there for him to miss that top rope, land like he did, and get right back on the top steps like that. That little nigga, bro, that boy bouncy. The young OG. For him to jump that high over the top rope and land on the mat, like, nigga, I don't think people understanding how high he be getting in the air, bro. And then how tall is Javon Evans? Like 6'5", 6'6", maybe? Maybe 6'4". Oh shit, this is a great spot for Talatonga, bro. That was a crazy, man, why are we wasting these spots for Raw? Oh shit. This is a PLE match. I ain't gonna lie, these niggas is putting on. These four niggas is putting on a match. I ain't gonna lie to you. Still stupid, and H should still be fired. But they are definitely turning some chicken shit into chicken salad, my nigga. I like that corner spot. Especially the way that Javon flipped out of it. The parts of this match that I'm enjoying is total just like I'm just in the match. The whole everything else about this match is stupid. Nothing makes sense, and it's poorly booked. Damn, a super stomp. No. Oh, fuck. Yes. Alan was right. Open that door, nigga. Open this door. Open the door. This is damn, he got his ass promptly kicked. Hold on, what are them motherfucking shoes? Hold on. Austin, bro, what are them cream shoes you got on? Them shits is cold. Ooh, 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 ooh. I thought the vision was gonna show up later. Ricky, get the pin. Go get it, Ricky. Get your ass over there. Get it, Ricky. This is that bullshit. No. So LA Knight's gonna beat Javon Evans and go to the finals. Nigga, they getting ready to feed LA Knight the Roman, nigga, with the crown, nigga. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it right fucking now. I'm calling it now. Javon Evans is gonna lose in the semifinals to LA Knight. LA Knight's gonna win King of the Ring, and they're gonna feed LA Knight the Roman Reigns. I'm calling it now. LA Knight. LA Knight's gonna win that four-way next week. And then he's gonna beat Javon Evans in the semifinals. Then he's gonna win against Dominic Mysterio in the finals. And LA Knight's gonna be King of the Ring. And they're gonna feed him to Roman and make that nigga acknowledge Roman and join the motherfucking bloodline. You know the bloodline ain't shit until they get a white man in it. I don't like the ending. I don't like the ending, and I don't like the match. I am extremely happy for Javon Evans. I'm extremely happy for Javon Evans. This first round King of the Ring shit is stupid. Shout out to Seth Rollins, Javon Evans, Tala Tonga, and Ricky Saints individually for making the best out of a shitty situation. Because that's the only they did a very fucking good job in that main event. They did. But this shit's stupid. Me personally, I 1000% care about the overbooking. The King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournament, if we're really gonna do it, should be showcasing the bottom half of the roster. Seth Rollins should not be in this motherfucker. Dominic Mysterio shouldn't be in this motherfucker. Penta shouldn't be in this motherfucker. And then the same thing with the women. It's like Liv Morgan is in the semifinals and she's already champion. Like, but they want Liv Morgan to be. They want her to be the it girl because she got long blonde hair and a pretty smile. And it don't even be about white girls. It's like blonde because there's lots of white girls. Bro, if Chelsea Green dye her hair blonde, I bet they've asked her to. If she dye her hair blonde, they'll push her to the moon. Rhea Ripley gets godfathered in under that China clause. Let's vote on today's episode. I think LA Knight wins. I got LA Knight winning King of the Ring. So he can job out to the OTC. Just call Roman Reigns Shane Soon. That's his new name. Shane Soon. Or as we used to call him when we were kids, Shane T. Sung. That's Roman Reigns. They just getting ready to feed him souls. He gonna be just like Shane Soon at the end of motherfucking Mortal Kombat 1, where he just turn into anybody. On a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Can't go over 5, can't go under 1. What do you give today's episode of Monday Night Raw? I give tonight's episode a 2.25. It was some entertaining wrestling because they were extra juiced up because the crowd was just over the top. The crowd ruined the show in a lot of ways for me. The only thing that they did that was fun was make Jay yeet when he was really trying not to. And I love how LA Knight was like, nigga, fuck that yeet shit, nigga, and fuck your family. That last match is what made me go 2.25. I was at a 2. That last match was entertaining enough, but it, the booking of it was trash, but these niggas are really good, so they made up for the booking in that sense. I think Talatonga, who when you look at that was the obvious like lower tiered of the card of that match, if you will, I think he held his fucking own. I was very happy with the show because that was who I was watching critically was Talatonga, and he had a very great showing, and without Solo out there too, so that was good. But Jacob Fatu's appearance was terrible, and the girls weren't memorable at all tonight. That Lyra and Sol Ruka match was garbage. I don't even know why them hoes was wrestling each other. And my thing is, can we go back to the old school shit? There's one old school request I really have that I think we really need to enact. I am tired of these mixed tag teams. And not mixed in the sense where it's like one guy, one woman. Mixed in the sense where it's like it's two superstars, but because they're like brands or whatever, they can't be a real team. That's why I loved when at least Asuka and them, when they became a team, they called themselves the Kabuki Warriors. I'm like, yes, have a fucking tag team name. You motherfuckers both got names, and then like Damian Priest R-Truth entrance is the worst entrance in all of pro wrestling. Not just WWE, all of pro wrestling. Oh, you gonna come out to this heavy metal rift, dark lights, like you the Undertaker, Grim Reaper type, and then it turns into this fucking corny ass hip hop. What's up? What's up? What? If y'all and they the champs and they not even a team, make them a team. Sheesh. That shit just looks ridiculous. Like, make them a team. Like, Bailey and Lyra. Just make them a team. Something. That starting and stopping two different things just ain't it. Like, just, bro, if you know you gonna make these niggas a tag team, then make them a tag team. We know that that's Bailey. We know that that's Lyra, nigga. Like, come on. Yeah, Alexa and Charlotte. These niggas been a tag team for like how long now? And they still, she got on YS6 shit, and then Charlotte just be wearing whatever the fuck. Y'all got two different theme songs, or they'll let somebody come out to their theme song, and the other one just kind of stands to the side type shit like that. They've been a tag team for a year and a fucking half, bro. Shout out to Lash Legend and Nia Jax saying, no, we gonna be a team. Irresistible Forces. We gonna be a team. Be a team. Come out to one fucking song like a team. I don't, like I said, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, I don't have no problem with them being a team. Give them a name. Get Alexa out of that wide six ring gear. And Bailey and Lyra already kind of wear outfits that match when they got matches. So it's like, just make niggas a team. Exactly. If you're gonna be a team, be a team. Rated RKO. If you gonna be a team, nigga. Rated RKO was some diabolical shit, nigga. Ooh, that was some good TV. That was some good TV. That was a team up I didn't know I ever could have and or needed. It bothers me. It's bothered me a lot lately. These tag team shits. And that's always been part of the game to where I don't understand where it's like, let these niggas be tag teams, break up. I mean, this is just a built-in storyline to push motherfuckers. Then 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 you got the option. Cause like they put the Usos back together and they shouldn't. Jay was fine if y'all would have wrote for him properly. Y'all don't write for him properly. But even then, when you build the tag teams properly, when niggas break up, if shit starts going left and the right, you can always put them back together, and that's a storyline in itself. At any point, like, okay, you got old boy from the Street Profits out here helping Seth Rollins. That's cool, but break the Street Profits up first. Y'all brought them niggas back on TV for Angelo basically to write himself off of TV. He telling this nigga the whole time, we need to help Seth Rollins. This nigga's like, nah, we ain't. Montez like, we not helping Seth Rollins. And this nigga Angelo's like, yeah, nigga, so that way I can't be on TV and you be on TV with him. That's what Angelo argued for. Angelo argued with Montez since they been back, begging Montez to let him be wrote off TV so he could team up with Seth Rollins. Because where the fuck was Angelo? Where is Angelo? They ain't even had a match. These niggas came back and this supposed, bro, everybody hype. Have the Street Profits had a match? They've had one match, right? Shit, the Rock and Sock Connection. Like, bro, there's all types of famous tag teams that include superstars. But now it's just like, I don't know if niggas is too selfish to mesh together like that, or if they're telling them not to mesh together like that. But so that was the only match they've had though, right? Because they didn't wrestle before that, right? They did a few run outs and shit like that, but they ain't had no. That was the only match they had, right? But Fire H, that nigga fucked up. TKO in a lot of trouble, and I expect some more wrestlers to get cut. I think we getting ready to start going with that. It's not going to be so many people at catering no more. I think we're going with this less is more model, which I think may end up being the demise, because I think we're going to get another promotion that's going to come in that to hurt WWE, you don't have to be bigger than them. WCW proved this shit. Because WCW really at the end of the day, like, they didn't even run. All it takes is a couple weeks. If you can get number one, so like let's say if AEW decide to, all right, we're gonna start putting our wrestling on right at the same time as Raw, going heads up. Nigga, they could lose 200 weeks in a row. If they beat WWE 2 weeks in a row, WWE is gonna freak out. So that's one thing why it's like I can't, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it, I can't write off AEW because AEW is big enough that if it makes a couple tweaks, it can give WWE some real headaches. I don't think AEW is that far away because they just look at their production alone. If you look at the production and look at the talent that they have, you can arguably say that, yeah, they got enough that if they get it together, whatever that means, they could rival these niggas. Because when you, it's not like when you watch AEW, the production and the value of it feels a step down. The commentary feels a step down. The talent feels a step down. Maybe how they do shit you don't necessarily like or whatever, but like I said, you get WCW was like that for umpteen years. And then they got it together all of a sudden. So I want that to be remembered when people, trust me, I guarantee you WWE is deathly afraid of AEW. Whether they ever say it out loud or not. Because AEW is one storyline or faction away. They are one Outsiders and Hulk Hogan story away. Because that's how nobody ever saw Hogan defecting from the Federation at the time that he did to go to WCW. Nobody would have expected that. It can happen. Especially now with these the way they doing niggas contracts and shit. It can happen. WWE could lose one superstar to them niggas that end up changing the game. Or a combination of one mega with two stars. And that's exactly how NWO was born, and we already know. Yes, they are. Yeah, you wrong. You're 1,000% wrong on that. And because you have to look at infrastructure. You don't look at like current content. You look at infrastructure. So when you run in these type of like production businesses and shit like that, you look at infrastructure. This is why ESPN had to start really worrying about shit, is because ESPN was the only place that had that infrastructure that was dedicated just to sports. And then other people started building them infrastructures and started running for their money. And, then next thing you know, FS1 wasn't taken seriously until what happened? ESPN let Skip go. Then FS1 grabbed Skip, off to the races. So they have the infrastructure. Regardless of who's general manager, what kind of wrestling style we think they have, or anything, they have the infrastructure to where if Tony Khan one day really hired the right fucking wrestler people, yeah, they could be a problem. But right now, they're not ready for that. But they're not far away, and I guarantee you, WWE watches their every fucking move behind the scenes. I wouldn't say AJ Styles. So if it be somebody like right now, it'd have to be, so let's say like contracts come up. Let's say Roman Reigns went over there. And before y'all tell me it can't happen, I watched it happen with Hulk Hogan. If it happened with Hulk Hogan, it will happen with anyone. They lose a Roman Reigns. I don't think Cody going back because Cody's not really there. Like if they was to lose, like if contract, because you heard that Roman was kind of unhappy with some shit. Let's say that shit turned this into some shit and Roman walked away. And that'd be a problem. That'd be a fucking problem. Especially if they build some type of storyline and then Roman pop up. That could be a problem. Yeah. Now that unbiased, that's the truth. But sometimes in this shit, money don't matter. Like if they really piss Roman off, he know he can go get whatever the fuck he want from Tony Khan just to get at these niggas. And that was kind of what Hulk Hogan was on. You think Hulk Hogan had to leave WWF because he couldn't get what he wanted? Nah, it was a lot of shit with it. And part of Hogan going to WCW was on some fuck Vince shit. Because there's just leaving WWE and then there's going to Ted Turner at the time. That was like that's like the ultimate fuck you to Vince, is going to fuck with Ted Turner. So while they would offer basically Roman Reigns a seat next, they would offer, hey, Triple H, get up. Hey, Paul, we gonna need that chair. Hop up out of that chair. Now this is your seat right here, Roman. You may sit down. Paul, you can leave. But Roman could be on some fuck these niggas, I'm out. What if some cuts happen and they gotta let a gang of the motherfucking Samoans go? I can see Roman saying, fuck y'all, I'm out. They cut Jacob, they cut the Usos, they cut Solo. I mean, we saw what they did with the Wyatt Six. Don't think they won't do it with the MFTs all the way. I think Roman's done with wrestling too, but I'm just using him as like a current star right now. And it have to be the right build too. Can't just like take Roman Reigns. It have to be the right story and shit too. Like I said, they got the infrastructure where it's like they're closer to WWE than people would want to believe, because they're NWO proved you one storyline away from putting your promotion on the map. One. A lot of conditions got to kind of meet up, but you still won. No. I mean, yeah, like losing Obafemi in this sense and losing, but them niggas ain't got no, they don't have, it has to be somebody with enough legacy to cross over. Nobody knows who the fuck Obafemi and Trick Williams are. You do, because you watch wrestling every week. It has to be a name that people who don't watch wrestling or watch WWE every week would tune in to see about. That's what made the NWO shit work. It can't just be like, if they would have just did that shit with Scott Hall, they just do that shit with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, it never would have turned out that way. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Say peace to your boy. I'm see if Junior getting up from his nap. Here's a crazy thought. What if TKO fire H and Steph? I feel like it, but my thing is like, nah, TKO. If I was TKO, I wouldn't even fire Triple H. I'd want him fired. Don't get it twisted. The reason why I wouldn't is because he getting all, like, let him take all the heat. Because as soon as they fire him and put somebody else in, if that other person is just as bad or worse than H, then everybody's just going to solely blame TKO. Right now, it's a mix. People blaming TKO, people blaming H. I still think the lion's share is H, because this is supposed to be his job. If it's not his fault, then we should fire him because he's just stealing a check. I'd rather fire him and put his money to talent versus talent getting cut for this nigga just getting a check when he don't do shit, according to a lot of people. A lot of people quick to tell me, oh, he's not doing shit. Then what the fuck are we paying him for? K is Dub, unbiased, wait, Aaron, choose. Tom 8, MC Heavyweighter. Feels good to get back to my life. But then again, I'm probably lying. God is great. I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace. LNCWrestling.com. We got something fixed on it today. Please go check out the site. Shout out to Javon Barksdale and KS Dub. Go check out the site, LNCWrestling.com. Go do it now. And there goes a Cadillac, and I talk to you soon. Love you.